Yo, what is going on, guys? Rewinds here, and in this video, I'm going to be bringing you guys some spoilers for Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Manga Chapter number 13. So, um, these are some initial spoilers that came out. They do reveal a lot of what's going on in the chapter, but it doesn't reveal everything. So, if we do get spoilers at some point that do give us more of a summary of everything that's going on, or perhaps we get some leaked panels as well, I'll be sure to make another video regarding that. But as of right now, we do have some leaked tidbits right now, kind of a couple of bullet points, of what's to come in this chapter. So shout out to Howell on Twitter for posting these on his page. So we're going to have a look at that, and we're also going to talk about a few more things as we go. There is a sneak peek image that dropped like 2 days ago that I'm gonna talk about in this video from the chapter, and I also will be discussing a interview that's going on in the next coming days that's going to involve both Kishimoto and Ikimoto, and that's why we have this image over here, for example, too. Someone drew this fan art pretty close to an image that Kishimoto and Ikimoto just drew recently. So first things first, Boruto is going to be on the chapter cover of chapter 13, and this information is coming from Rai. He's a guy who I believe is a pretty decently regarded information leaker when it comes to Boruto, so he just gets like tidbits beforehand, and most of the time he's right. So seems like Boruto is going to be on the cover, and it says, Kashin Koji saw the future and the events that transcurred. There is a new Shinju. So this is big already, because it's talking about the one who saw the future, it turns out then, isn't Boruto like a lot of people predicted, but it's actually Kashin Koji. And in this vision that Kashin Koji saw, there was a whole new different Shinju. So this kind of tells us that there's a bigger endgame Shinju to come out at some point in this story. We just don't know when. We don't know what forms it. But Kashin Koji has seen it, and Kashin Koji probably wants to put a stop to it before it happens. So now the question is, how did Kashin Koji see all this? And there is a point that does explain that too, which I think might be here. So it seems like they have a long talk, them referring to Boruto and Kashin Koji. There seems to be a decent length flashback this chapter, or at least a partial flashback, but we are going to see Kashin Koji and Boruto talking in the past. So it seems that Kashin Koji, when he was fighting Ishiki and was defeated, he saw some future events that happened. He ended up seeing Baryon Mode Naruto versus Ishiki. He ended up seeing Code and the Claw Grimes. He saw the whole Itakawaki omnipotence stuff, and it seems like he saw more beyond that too. So everything that's transpired, event-wise, Kashin Koji knows. And this actually makes sense if he saw the whole Itakawaki thing, because that explains why he would want to side with Boruto and, not have his mind's twisted up. But even if Boruto was, quote unquote, a traitor in his eyes, I mean, not like it would matter, because it's not like he's, part of the village directly. So it wouldn't impact him as much anyway, because he's a rogue ninja to begin with. So moving on over here, this is huge. Big information. If you guys have been wondering if Shinki is going to pop up again, it says, and the Shinju 2. There is a new Shinju that looks like a kid who resembles Shinki. This is crazy, because we haven't heard of Shinki in the manga since that Chunin exam arc, I believe. So it's been a long time since we've seen him in the manga. In the anime, he would pop up every so often, but even then it wasn't like crazy frequent, But I'm glad that they're going to have Shinki incorporated into the story. I do want to see, a flashback or something of some sort, showing how Shinki got caught on, and if Shinki got caught on, what's going on with Gaara? What's going on with like the whole Sand Village in general? You know, these are like some things that I feel like would be cool to see. But I know Boruto's, monthly chapter release kind of restricts some of this sometimes. So I don't know how in depth they're gonna go into it, but I do hope that we get at least a decent little flashback for it. And let me know, guys, what do you think happened to Gaara as well in this whole situation? Because if they got Shinki, Gaara probably, snapped and uh, did something. Or Gaara maybe got caught too, trying to defend him. But let's see. So it says, after all the talk that happens, Boruto puts on Sasuke's headband. So that might be one of the cool panels of this chapter when the panels release and the chapter releases. So Boruto putting on Sasuke's headband is probably going to be a big moment, and it's probably going to show, some determination from him. But yeah, Kashin Koji seems to be the big energy source. Let me see if we have much more. I think we have 2 more leaks at the moment for here. So we're back to the present, and this is where Himawari wakes up and she actually heals Sarada. So big stuff there for Himawari. Sarada makes it, of course. I don't think any of us really thought she was going to die, but Sarada has pulled through. Seems like injury free at this point since Himawari ended up healing her. So I do also want to see if this is like thanks to Himawari's like new powers, or if this is, maybe she learned some like medical ninjutsu or not. But I guess we'll find out. And last one over here, Boruto gets chained up. Konohamaru puts handcuffs on Boruto. So I'm assuming this is probably when he's knocked out. And Boruto, I feel like this is still a warranted reaction by the village, even though he saved them, because, at the end of the day, you guys got to think that Boruto is still seen as the guy who killed the previous Hokage. Konohamaru at least doesn't know the news that Naruto is probably still around. Shikamaru, on the other hand, is starting to at least learn more things, and so is Ino because of like the whole connection. But that's why Konohamaru is acting like this. He has his orders to stop Boruto, and maybe even had an order to take him out. But in this case, he's handcuffing him, and I'm sure that they're gonna try taking him to interrogation or something. And honestly, I'm kind of thinking Konohamaru might be doing Boruto a little bit of a favor here, because with how Kawaki is acting, you never know. Kawaki might be pushing to kill Boruto in this chapter while Boruto's down. I really wouldn't be surprised. But since Konohamaru's there and saw that Boruto actually helped out with the situation, maybe he's like, nah, let's just cuff him up instead and take him for interrogation. So he could be doing him a favor. It all depends how it ends up getting written. But that's it for this section of spoilers that we got for the chapter. I'm going to cut now to the panel so I can show you guys that, and we'll talk about the interview as well. So actually, I'm going to show you guys this image first. So this was what's drawn by Kishimoto and Ikimoto for this new interview that they're going to be doing together in France sometime soon. So pretty cool stuff right there. I don't want to click on it because copyright is very strict. I wouldn't be surprised if they even hit me for that. But the panel I'll show you here in a second, but here's a little closer look at what the image looks like. A lot of people have been talking about, oh damn, Boruto is 15 and he might already be taller than Naruto. They're pretty close in height if you look at the pictures. But Boruto's got his face up, Naruto's looking straight. They might be about the same height, or Boruto really might be taller than him now. So that's what it's looking like there, but cool picture nonetheless. Exciting stuff, and I really hope in this interview we get a lot of insight from Kishimoto, for example, of how much he's really been involved in Boruto, because we know he's been credited for like a lot of the writing, but he has had a tendency to not really go out much and talk about it in recent years. So that's gotten some people wondering what's going on. So hopefully he does address some of these rumors and kind of shows how much he's been involved and confirm some things for us fans. Now, this is the panel image. This is actually colored, so shout out to K1, K3 Art for coloring this. And it's just shows you how we have this whole flashback going on, because Boruto has that Sasuke imitation hair, and seems like Boruto is talking to Kashin Koji. If you look a little closer, it's talking about how they're outside the land of wind and they're in one of Orochimaru's bases that's already been abandoned. And he said that like the entrances to this base are hidden by his genjutsu. So he's pretty much talking to him a little bit. Boruto's kind of asking like, who are you and how do you know me? So this is more of that kind of conversation. Whereas Kashin Koji seems like he has all the information going for him already. So that's what we're getting over here in that preview image. I'm going to wrap up this video, but if there is a lot more spoilers that drop that haven't been revealed yet, I'm going to make a whole nother video on that, as well as if we get some like crazy panel leaks or something that show things that I haven't already reported in this video. So look forward to that, but if not, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Definitely let me know what you thought of the spoilers in the comments below. But that's going to wrap up this one. If you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. As always, I hope you guys have a good day or night whenever you guys are watching this video. I'm Rewinds, and I'm out.